Hi, I am Noah Mittman. I own Snowman Films. Much like Giles, I have a crippling fear of public speaking, so bear with me. um, so Snowman Films, I've been in the parkour community for 10 plus years. We've done all of the video marketing for JumpFest through the years. Except for last year, we kind of branched out a little bit, let some other people have some creative stuff. So I've been a filmmaker for 12 years. Started the company 6 years ago, and mixed freelance work and parkour stuff kind of for several years. Then 15 months ago, I had a son, and that kind of changed perspective a little bit. I was in charge of the Flow Gang project last year, and come January or so this year kind of switched over because of having the family and kind of having some responsibility that's greater than myself. Switched over to small business marketing in terms of like the primary focus of the company. And we really found a niche. We've grown 8x in the last 4 months, and the company, yeah, it's big. It's been delegation, like Giles was talking about, has been my life for the last 2 months. We actually now have 5 or 6 people involved in the company, and it's grown every month, and really excited for where we're going in the future. So small business marketing, and have a lot of parkour experience as well. Noah Mittman with Snowman Films.
Hello. Giles Campbell-Longley. I'm glad you're the video guy because you know your stuff.
I also want to start off with a couple questions. Raise your hand if you are a filmmaker or want to be a filmmaker. Yeah.
The camera, nice.
You're getting there. I still haven't gotten there in my opinion. So it's not a destination. This is kind of the classic saying. It's not a destination. It really is a journey, and the way that you enjoy it is you enjoy the journey. You enjoy every slip, every stumble, every triumph. It is a hard road, like Giles was talking about. This is, if you want to be a professional creative, I kind of put a little list together of like the progress, the kind of evolution that we've gone through and that I've gone through. So starting off, before you kind of get to the professional level, if you're like, I started with just filming parkour videos with friends, just kind of having the camera in my hand, like I'm sure a lot of you do. It's just kind of started with fun and a hobby. And I remember there was a very fateful day it was years ago. Who remembers the video Something Different with Brian Taylor? Anybody? Yeah, a couple people. So way back in the day, we were filming that, and that was the day he came to me and he was like, "You understand that you could do this professionally, right?" And that was like a little light bulb. I was like, "Oh, that's an interesting thought." And that was, more than 6 years ago. That was a long time ago. So what it starts with is practice. Start creating every day. Every day. Make something every day, even if it's small. Actually, social media is awesome for this because you can kind of do it called micro content. You can make something and put it out and get feedback, and that's how you learn through the practice of doing it. That's literally the best experience you can have, is just pick up a camera and try some stuff out. Once you do that for a lot, kind of get a reel together. So a reel is kind of a collection of your favorite shots, your favorite kind of projects. And for me, when I look to hire, I don't care about a resume at all. I literally, people send me resumes, I don't even open the file, I just look at their reel. I'll know within about 30 seconds whether or not I'm going to hire somebody based off of the quality of their work. Because that's really, when it comes down to it, your craft is what's going to, the business side can be taught, your eye and your kind of artistic sense is what gets you going. And that's kind of the first step. So after that, work your ass off and be patient. It's a long process. I was just looking, we were doing some Flow Gang premieres, and I was doing the pre-show, kind of showing a whole bunch of previous work, and I just realized, like, I have over an hour of content just from this year of just stuff that I've shot. Just keep working, keep just grinding away at it and creating, because that's where the experience comes in. Networking. This is probably the single most powerful thing that you can do to move your business forward, move anything forward, is for filmmakers, for creatives, market with both creatives and with business owners. So there's the way that we've built in the past 4 months is I started going to business networking events. I go to 3 a week. It's a collection of business owners in a room, and you kind of do your pitch, you kind of talk to people, you build relationships, because relationships is how you get work. You just like anything else, it's networking. It's friends hire friends. That's kind of how everything works. So network with, so in your city, go on Facebook, go Google it, go ask somebody. Maybe for filmmakers, go to the bigger production companies in town, call them up, or go down there and say, hey, what groups are you guys a part of that I could come hang out, or even go to the production company and say, hey, can I hang out a day on set? Just start talking, start building those relationships, because that's how it works. From the ground level all the way up to feature films, like all of the major directors, Tarantino, Scorsese, they all have their own crews that they pretty much use for every project. They'll hire local PAs, local production assistants of like whatever city they're in, but for the most part, they have the team that they trust. That's how you build it, is the people that you know and trust. So once you do that, once you kind of, I love the, Robert Rodriguez kind of had a whole like 10-minute film school. It's basically said, do you have a camera? Do you want to be a filmmaker? Okay, get a business card. Now you're a filmmaker. Now you just need to decide on rates. That's it. So you're a professional. If you can make something, make a product that's good enough that somebody would be willing to pay for it, you're a professional. Most of you could probably do professional work. I started with a Canon T3i. I ran the business so I got the FS 700 here, but that I got probably 2 years ago, and I was renting it for a couple years. I was running the business for 4 years or so with the T3i, successfully, like paying rent. So it's not about the gear, it's about the eye that you have and what you bring to the table. So starting rates, I'll just tell you, I started at $50 an hour. And for a lot of these, when you start hourly, it may be kind of 2 hours here, 2 hours here. You're not gonna maybe not get full days when you start, but it's something. It's viewing yourself as a professional and having the professional attitude of your clients come first, you make good work, and you are reliable with what you're gonna say. That's like one of the key things for any professional. Just a professional mindset is when you say something, it happens. And you'd be surprised in a whole bunch of different fields how much that is not the case. The businesses that hang around, the whole most businesses fail before 5 years. It's because of it's hard to keep your word sometimes. You got to work a lot of hours. Justin was joking before the 40-hour week. I remember my first part-time job. It takes a ton of effort, nights, weekends, whatever it is, because you're committed to your art. So I got this tattoo. This is a lens. This was my commitment several years ago, many years ago, to only make money as a filmmaker. That was it. I was committed to that, and with that mindset, that's what you have to have. You can't be like, oh, what's plan B? There's no plan B if you really want to make it. You have to put everything you have into this, because that's a level of commitment that actually makes it work. So with that, the mindset part of it, one of my favorite song lyrics from a Bliss and Esso song is, I never win or lose, I only win or learn. So you're going to go through bumps, you're going to go through hard clients to deal with, you're going to have all these changes, you're going to have to kind of deal with this, and it's the mindset of you're going to learn because there's no losing. It's not a possibility. That's the mindset to actually make something work. So the growth that we've experienced in the last 4 months has been going after clients with actual budgets. I was in parkour filmmaking for a long time. I love it. It's a huge passion of mine. But the budgets that I was getting to work with weren't enough to support my family. And when you get the family, it's the mindset changes, because you have it's somebody more than yourself. So I really knew that I needed to support them and be there to kind of help out. So going after small businesses, getting in rooms with business owners that have actual budgets to play with. They may not be big. We still do stuff. So it kind of is a good segue into how we price now. So we have our most popular package is a subscription program. You get monthly videos. We have 6-month and year contracts. And with that, we're able to kind of drop prices a little bit to help out with small business budgets. So when we started, our lowest was $300 a month. And when you go to business owners, that's more doable. So really find clients that actually have budgets to pay you. That's the first. Find a market that actually has money. If you're wanting to if money is a goal for you, that's huge. And then again, what Giles was saying yesterday with mentors, and I have 2 business coaches that I see. I'm going to one tomorrow. It's one of the only reasons I'm leaving here is to go see my business coach, because having outside perspective is invaluable, and especially from people that are very successful. That's a huge thing, because you have the way that you think, but somebody that's pure business minded and has run many businesses is going to help you so much. So that is a worthy investment when you have some money to invest. So that's a bit of our journey.
So I've just sat here gaining kind of a lot of information and knowledge from these 2, and now I'm feeling a bit kind of blank-headed. So can you just kind of start me off with a tangent to run on?
The way that we have built successfully with our clients, with the content that we make, is value add, positivity, kind of, what they can add to the world to kind of bring other customers and clients their way. What the surprise has been, so that's kind of what we built the business on, was I really am passionate about spreading positivity, spreading love, spreading kind of helpfulness, and that's what marketing should be, in my opinion. That's how it's actually successful. It's not hate campaigns, it's not negative, it's positive and it's helpful. That's kind of what it's turned into, at least if you're doing it successfully. That's what we try to do with our content, what we put out on social media, in the kind of the vein of Gary Vaynerchuk and Chase Jarvis, really pushing education, pushing value. And the surprise has been, actually, in the last couple weeks, I've realized how passionate I am about doing stuff like this, about teaching and helping along the education side and the impact side for the next generation, because especially in America, and it sounds like overseas as well, the education system, the college system, doesn't teach you how to be a professional, and that's a huge gap. So I'm really passionate about teaching creators how to actually be successful, using our success story, which is what I'm still building, as the example. So that's been the kind of surprise, is how passionate I am about spreading that and helping out for the next generation.
So when creating a brand, what are some of the struggles you went through? Like for me, if I wanted to create a brand, I would think to myself, who am I to create this brand, and why would people buy it off me? What are some of the struggles you guys went through to create your brand?
I think we've all kind of been through that. The why me? Why do I deserve to do this? And I think it's everyone has a unique voice and a unique thing that they can add to the world that only they can add. That's what I've really realized, especially with content, because again, the whole nothing is truly new. Everything is some sort of combination of other things. It's your spin that you put on it that makes it unique, that makes it what the world needs. So I think having that mindset and just, you build the confidence as you go, but knowing that you do have a voice and really within yourself wanting to share that voice is why you deserve to start something. It's having a unique idea and running with it. In terms of creating the actual content, saying that I absolutely love, it's a little bit kind of more philosophical, is don't shoot what it looks like, shoot what it feels like. And that's really what I go for. You're shooting for a feeling. So prime example for this year, capturing Roland's just full committed belly flop yesterday. That's what this jam feels like. It's community. It's this, this insane, it's people centered. It's personalities. It's who kind of shots that make up, that kind of feel like what your mission statement is. That's kind of, all of my favorite videos from kind of starting in the parkour community were the community vibe. The action was cool, but Phil Doyle's Lachey to Wednesday afternoon, that kind of stuff. It's the vibe of the feeling. So kind of capturing the lifestyle, capturing what you guys do outside of the actual training. The people, the faces, the eyes are the soul. The kind of the feeling that you want to portray with that. So that's huge. Really, really keep in mind what the feeling of the shot is every time you're doing it, and how to best capture that with what the camera's doing. When you're looking to delegate, if you can do trade deals, awesome, but for me, the only time that I was okay with bringing on more people is when I actually had money to pay them, because that's the kind of company I want to run. I want to pay professionals to be professional, or a value trade. If you know that we definitely do some trade deals. So he talked about kind of the bringing people on. This is something that my business coach helped me with. Is I'm going to kind of go through it fast. We'll have it for the video, so you guys can go back to it later on. The system for figuring out what to delegate is make a list of every single thing that you do for your company, for your whatever you're doing. Every single thing is driving, editing, producing, accounting, all this stuff that you do every day. Long of a list as you can. Go through that. Just top of your head, rate them 1 to 10 on how much energy they give you or take away from you. You rate each one, then you have a list. So 7 through 10, things you know that you're amazing at and that give you energy that you love doing. 4 through 6 are decent, but you could get rid of them. The bottom is you have to delegate once you have the money. So for me, producing, accounting, answering emails, stuff that I am very good at and I've had to be, but now I have a producer, I have an accountant, and it's making the company run better because of that. So the way that you have to create that yourself to figure out, it's the whole what gives you energy, what takes energy away from you. That's where the business coaching helped me.
That was awesome. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm stealing that. Thank you.
All right, so in the business is the product or service that you offer as the business. On the business is you making those more efficient and better. The first thing I did when going to start everything, and I'm guessing that everybody here has done it, is creating an LLC or creating a company, an actual company, a brand legally, because that an LLC is a limited liability company or corporation. Anyway, basically saves you from personally being responsible if somebody sues you. So they can only have access to what the company makes rather than what you personally have, so it won't ruin you. It's just kind of what you start with. There's C Corps, there's a bunch of different company styles you can kind of register as. We started as an LLC. Once you get bigger, you can kind of go into the corporation side of things, but it's very cheap. It's like $50. And one of the reasons that, again, I haven't done the trademark is it's more expensive. And 10K, he said. So I think none of us are at the point where it's viable to spend money on that right now. Eventually it will be, once hopefully we're going to break 6 figures this year, 7 figures in the next 5 years, then that's something that we can put money into. As a creative specifically, it's an adamant no. Do not go to school, because there are online learning platforms that can teach you the same thing for a fraction of the cost and go start making stuff. I have never been asked. I'm technically not graduated yet. I went to film school, which is why I strongly believe you shouldn't go to film school.